Are you barbaric, civil, or Christian? You've probably heard the saying, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Hopefully, you have never said it or used it, as this verse is often used by someone who is angry and wants revenge. If we operate at this level, we are barbaric. Social chaos results if we live this barbaric way. If someone rips my shirt, I want to rip his shirt. If someone slaps me, I want to slap him. If someone burns my house, I want to burn his. If someone kills a relative, I want to either kill him or one of his relatives. This is what we call barbaric. Although this thinking is often a standard mode of society, it is nothing short of barbaric because I don't get a new shirt if I rip someone else's. And I don't get back the life of the one I lost if I take a life. If we live by insisting on this kind of revenge, we will all end up with no teeth, no eyes, or we'll end up even dead. Because throughout life, not only do others hurt us, but unfortunately, we also hurt others in so many ways. In our different life situations, there are three attitudes we can have. First is barbarism. Second is civility. And third is Christianity. Once again, barbarism, civility, and Christianity in that order. We are barbaric when our anger leads us to want revenge. If we live this way, we are on the opposite spectrum of Christianity. If someone commits an offense or a crime against us, we should want to be compensated, but we should never want revenge. Revenge is when we want to hurt someone for the hurt they have caused us, while justice is when we insist on what is owed to us. If we hurt someone, we must apologize. If we steal something, we must return it. And if we borrow someone's money, we must give it back. This is how we live justice towards others. Since justice works in two directions, we insist on justice for ourselves. If these things are taken from us, we definitely work to get them back. Therefore, barbarism is when we want revenge, while civility is when we want compensation and are also ready to give it. Although the first is always bad and the second is always good, we are called by Jesus to an even higher level than just seeking the good in civility. That is why Christianity takes us beyond both barbarism and civility, as it calls us to be at inner peace when dealing with the offenses that others have committed against us. It is difficult for us to live justice with others, and it is even harder to demand it from others. That is why it is only when we have inner peace can we set aside our anger and focus on the forgiveness and mercy that Jesus wants us to live. Personal peace and forgiveness are even more important than revenge and whatever justice we think others can give us. Today's gospel challenges us to set aside barbarism, to go beyond civility, and to reach the heights of Christianity. Everyone has a different criterion for friendships, but Jesus clearly says, if you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? For even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good to those who do good to you, what credit is that to you? For even sinners do the same. We live with daily choices of whether to be either barbaric, civil, or to embrace Christianity. Hating those who love us is barbaric. Loving those who love us is civil. However, loving those who hate us is entering into the heart of Christianity. You have reached the heart of Christ's teachings when you are able to see and desire good even to those who have hurt you. There is a great story that demonstrates the heart of Christianity and the freeing power of forgiveness. In 1985, Ruth Pelkey, a 78-year-old Bible teacher, was murdered at her home by 4 teenage girls. 3 of the girls received long sentences and 1 received the death penalty. Ruth's grandson, Bill Pelkey, lobbied the court to reverse the sentence and even became an advocate against the death penalty. The family said that their decision to forgive brought them tremendous healing. Ruth's grandson then requested to meet with the teenage girls. And after 8 years, he was allowed to visit them in prison and told them 3 words: "We forgive you." Bill went even further by offering to help them reestablish their lives after they were released from prison. What is the purpose of living this way? Whenever we have very difficult questions in life, we need to always turn to the message of Jesus, because we find the answer very often right there. Jesus, in fact, answers this question in today's gospel when he says, "Be merciful, even as your Father is merciful." When we are merciful to others, we are not just being nice or doing them a favor. We are actually reflecting the mercy, the forgiveness, and love that God shows us every day. When we are having a hard time forgiving, we should think of what would happen if God punished us for our every bad thought or action. Of course, not one of us will be found innocent, and not one of us will be left alive. Jesus not only says nice things, but throughout his life, he demonstrates how love, mercy, and forgiveness are possible in very real day-to-day activities and situations. These are not just theoretical ideas. They are real and bring us great peace, freedom, and joy. In our day-to-day life, we have 3 choices to make. When others hurt us, we can be barbaric and want revenge. We can live civility by seeking justice and compensation, or we can reach the heights of the teachings of Christ by setting aside all anger to live forgiveness and mercy. Barbarism, civility, or Christianity. Jesus had a choice and consistently chose one of these. Each and every one of us has a choice. And which one will we choose?